Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz for this special occasion where we get to review day one of the first ever pink ball test match between Australia versus India. Remember that it is part of a multi-format series where there's 3 ODIs, a test match and 3 T20s. And as it stands, Australia is ahead 4 points to 2. Therefore, coming into this test match, it was all about what the teams were going to do with the playing 11. And we saw a number of debutantes. Firstly, Australia had 4 debutantes: Annabelle Sutherland, Darcy Brown, Stella Campbell and Georgia Wareham. As for India, Meghna Singh and Yastika Bhatia come into the side for the first time. Some real emotions with players presenting the baggy blue and the baggy green caps to those players. Meg Lanning won the toss and decided to bowl, knowing full well that there was clouds, there was a greenish tinge to the pitch, and they thought, here's our chance to let go of some of our young quicks and let's see what they were able to do. Well, it was certainly India's day, albeit we did lose about 50 overs due to rain. Smriti Mandhana was excellent at the top. She pounced on anything short, and the Australians looked nervous with the ball in hand. Lots of question marks around Elise Perry and whether she was able to fight the little demons that she had coming from the one-day format where she didn't quite get her radar right. She bowled really well, and unfortunately for Australia, she wasn't able to secure the breakthrough. Early on in the innings, we saw Australia struggle a little bit in the field, which isn't normally like them. The fact that Annabelle Sutherland, a debutante, one of the first balls that went to her, she misfielded it. She also put down Shafali Verma as well. Then there are a couple of half chances through the slip cordon area. And the one against Sophie Molyneux from Shafali Verma that went to the left of Meg Lanning at first slip, that was probably the biggest opportunity that the Australians had. Shafali Verma looked okay, but it was Smriti Mandhana who was the one in control. She scored her half century off that many deliveries. And they were able to put on a partnership of 93 runs in 25 overs. So it just shows you how quickly they were scoring. Finally, the frustration for Shafali Verma got to her and she swiped across the line, ballooned a Sophie Molyneux delivery straight to Talia McGrath and was dismissed for 31. Because of all of the options that the Australian has from a bowling point of view, Meg Lanning had already put 6 bowlers through the mill in the first session, and she still had the option of Annabelle Sutherland as well and Georgia Wareham. So there's still some players to have a bit of an impact. But really, when you look at the bowling card, Elise Perry is the one that stands out, even though there isn't a wicket next to her name. None for 24 off 7, and the other exceptional bowler during that stage was Sophie Molyneux, 1 for 18 off 9. So the rain intervened. It came down. First it was lightning and the players had to go off for that. But unfortunately for both of the sides, they weren't able to get back onto the field. Even though the rain subsided, the lightning was still there. So like I mentioned earlier, 50 overs is lost. They'll try and make that up over the course of the next few days. And we think about 25 overs can be made up because we can start 30 minutes early. But given the fact that India are 132 for 1 in the 45th over, certainly puts them in the box seat. It will be really interesting to see what the tactics are from both sides, given the fact that we have lost some overs, and an outcome for India would be exactly what they're looking for. See you tomorrow.